We don't think we could have picked a worse day for this event, but we will try in the future to do better. We will have an interesting, it's kind of obvious to you that we're going to have an indoor groundbreaking with real sand, real dirt, no red clay here at least to break the ground with today. But it's symbolic, but it's very important as that for some of our students, they're turning over a new leaf. For our older students, for our younger students, they are moving into a stage of adulthood, and that they're learning how to make a life, learning how to make a living. Dr. Green, or do we have who we're expecting?
I think we'll go ahead and just let them come on in.
All right, I'm going to turn it over to you then.
Good morning and welcome to the Northern Wake campus for our latest groundbreaking ceremony on this glorious day. But it's always glorious inside this beautiful lecture hall that you built, right? So I'm so glad to have you here. I have had the distinct pleasure of being associated with the Northern Wake campus since the beginning. I am especially proud that we are holding a groundbreaking for this latest building that will house our library and learning commons, because we expect this next building to become the heart of our campus. So we're very pleased about that. At Wake Tech, we never tire of expressing our gratitude to the people of Wake County for this incredible resource that you have given us. And that is why we strive every day to use it to the fullest extent possible. So I want to ask the Wake Tech folks and our students to give us a loud round of applause for the people of Wake County. Thank you so much. We appreciate you greatly, and we never forget where our support comes from. We are also very grateful for another valuable resource without whom this campus would not be possible, and he is our president, Dr. Stephen Scott. Please help me welcome him to the podium.
Thank you. This has been Dr. Green's campus from the beginning. Her leadership here at this campus has been phenomenal. She's told me that she's learned a lot about construction that she never knew, and that she has just done a fantastic job. May I ask you to give her a round of applause, Dr. Gail Green? This is an important day for the college as we continue to expand what we're doing as an institution to better serve the people of Wake County. As Dr. Green alluded to, in the last 3 bond referenda in '04, we had a 68% yes vote. In '07, we had a 70% yes vote. And in '12, we had a 73% yes vote for the bonds in order to add additional facilities. So the people of Wake County get the connection between Wake Tech and their ability to find employment, whether it be their first job or after they've been laid off, their next job. Wherever the people are, we're here to serve them. It's my pleasure today to recognize some of our Board of Trustees. First, these are my bosses, so you'll have to forgive me. I work directly for them, and I'd like to ask you to stand, and then we'll applaud for all of you. First of all, Linda Coleman, Doris Hubner, Harvey Montague, Sheila Ogle, Ed Paradise, Chairman Jim Perry, David Robinson, Gary Salamito, and Ron Wainwright, and our student government representative. Katie, are you here? Katie, raise your hand, Katie. All right, give her a round of applause, too. Thank you. We couldn't do what we do without the strong support of our county commissioners. And I'd like to ask Chairman Matthews, Mr. Bryan, Mr. Coble, Betty Lou Ward, Dr. West, to please stand, and Caroline Sullivan. Caroline, I'm sorry. I sat with you this morning at breakfast. Give them a round of applause, please. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. We have a great working relationship with other areas of government, and I know that Senator Chad Barefoot from the State Senate is here, and I ask Senator Barefoot to please stand and be recognized. I don't believe we have any other House or Senate members here. Do I have any mayors in the audience? I don't see any. Also from the county staff, new county manager, Jim Hartman. Jim, would you please stand? And Joe Durham, interim county. Joe, where are you? Thank you. Thank you. The best dressed interim county manager in North Carolina. There. A building like this doesn't happen without the support of a lot of folks. I know from economic development is very important to us. Harvey Schmidt is here from the Raleigh Chamber of Commerce. Harvey, would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you for being with us. I'd also like, there are several other members of county staff that are here. Would you please stand and be recognized as a group? County staff, other county staff. Megan, thank you. Thank you. Susan. Our facilities, we utilize a number of architects and engineers. From Clark Nexon, I have seen Doug Brinkley. Doug, would you please, our architects, please stand, and any others from Clark Nexon, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Thank you. Also, from our engineering firms and construction, from Kimley Horn, I believe. Do we have anyone from Kimley Horn? We were expecting some folks. Kimley Horn, raise, please. Thank you. Also from Skanska, there are a number of folks. I have 12 on this list here. I will recognize, all the folks from Skanska, and I'll recognize Mark Collins, who's the project executive, and Glenn Smith, who's the superintendent, and all the other folks from Skanska, please stand. Thank you. Thank you very much. We appreciate you being here. I'd like to ask anyone from Stanford White, if we have folks from Stanford White that are here, thank you. I bet you're Adam. I'm certain you're not Leanne. And from Stewart Engineering, I believe we have a rep from Stewart, too. Benny, thank you. Thank you for being here. And from Surface 678, do we have anyone here from Surface 678? Matt and Philip, thank you. Thank you very much, gentlemen. And from Mulkey, do we have anyone from Mulkey here? Thank you. You're not Barbara, but welcome. Thank you. I'm thinking you're Michael Allen. Thank you, Michael, for being here. I always have a lot of fun recognizing folks in the audience. But this is a team effort. I've worked in community colleges. This is starting my 43rd year in community colleges. I do a lot of talking, I imagine that, to people who think they want to be community college presidents, and they ask, what's the key to your success? And I say it's hiring people who are smarter than you are and getting out of their way and letting them do their work. And that's been very good for me over the last 42 years to do so. So thank you all for what we do. We celebrate the expansion of this campus. This campus was built to be an energy efficient campus for a purely selfish reason. That selfish reason is that we want to operate them at the lowest possible cost, keep our people lighted, warmed, and cooled accordingly so that we can offer our high-quality educational programs. Over the last, since we opened this campus in '07, we have won 22 state, national, and local awards for energy conservation. Most recently, the City of Raleigh has awarded the Environmental Award for Innovation for Building E. That's the one you're in right here. The American Institute of Architects, AIA, Design Award went for our first parking deck. So today, we're excited to break ground on the first of 4 new instructional buildings. They will allow us to serve more students. We're serving about 13,000. When we complete those 4 instructional buildings, we will exceed 17,000. It's a good possibility we will be at 18,000 or 19,000 students on this campus. This campus then would be our largest of the 6 campuses. It is a testament to our idea of continuous improvement. Now, I've got some gifts, so if you would bring those forward and make sure, hold them for the 3 men here on the stage because they're going to have to get up and need to put theirs. But if you would, take one of these. If you have, even if you've already taken one, go ahead because I want to tell you a story about these. Yeah, yes, Mr. Chairman, you can take all you want.
That's good.
This is a box of candy. I'm sorry I don't have enough for everybody, but if there are any leftovers, we'll have the leftovers there. Done by our culinary program. Several years ago, I got the first box, and I had talked about exceeding expectations. And so I'm at an event, they give the president the first box, I open the first box, and I look in the top, and it says coffee, raspberry, caramel, and hazelnut. And I said, those sound good. Oh, look, somebody made a mistake and put, how many pieces of candy, Gail?
5.
They put 5 in my box, and so I figured it was just because it was for me, because I was the president. And the student said, oh no, Dr. Scott, you said you wanted us to exceed expectations, and this is our way of exceeding expectations. So that's our goal here at Wake Tech, is to exceed expectations. All right, that's enough from Steve Scott. Let's invite the chairman of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Jim Perry, to please come forward and bring you some greetings. Mr. Perry.
As you all know, Dr. Scott is a hard act to follow, but Dr. Scott, you didn't get to where you're at today because you're a slow thinker. You know, a couple of weeks ago, we looked at the event, and Dr. Scott said, you know, I better have a plan B in case the weather gets bad. Now you know why Dr. Scott gets to keep his job. He moved this thing inside. What a great decision. The excitement is still here. We're going to be excited today to play in this sand as we would be outside playing in the mud, and it'll shovel a lot better, too. Let me reemphasize a couple things Dr. Scott has talked to us about this morning. Many of you were next door at our breakfast, nice breakfast prepared by someone this morning. We thank them appropriately for that fine hospitality. But a couple things he said resonated with me. Number one, we're about being innovative and on the leading edge and facing change, and I can assure you we're going to continue to do that. We have to be relevant. That's our mission, to continue to be relevant to the needs of Wake County. And before I go any further, let me thank the County Board of Commissioners again for your confidence in us to use the funds and appropriations wisely to build this campus. We have a great partnership. We know that we have to earn your trust. We work at it diligently, as you can see. But let's give the board another round of applause for their confidence in this college. Something else Dr. Scott said that resonated with me, and that is that we touch 1 out of 8 citizens in Wake County. 1 out of 8 adults in Wake County gets touched by Wake Tech. That is a remarkable achievement in this county. We're strategically located. I've been around for a long time. I won't take any credit at all for being part of the thought process that led us to a Northern Wake campus. What a strategic decision. And we have another strategic campus out at RTP, equally as a visionary. That's what trustees do, is try to look down the road, lend a hand where we can, be an advisor. With Dr. Scott, you don't need to give much advice. You just need to be a good listener, and every now and then give him a round of applause. He works hard for just a little bit of recognition, and we're happy to do that. Let me close by reminding you of something else as well. This is not only a campus of brick and mortar and steel and asphalt. It's about people. We're in the people business. This campus would not deliver its services, provide the contact in Wake County, and do all the great things it does without dedicated professionals. I'm talking about faculty, I'm talking about staff, I'm talking about the leaders of this institution. They deserve our support. They deserve what we can do for them. And right now, I'd like for you to show them how much appreciated they are. They have a little slogan that I even adopted myself. I feel like an employee of Wake Tech. I don't get paid. And it's the Wake Tech way. If you're involved in this institution, you're going to learn that you need to be innovative, and if you're not excited, stay at home. We're very excited about today's event. We'll do very well shoveling this sand, and it marks another significant growth for this institution. Thank you for coming out today and for being with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I've also asked the chairman of the county commissioners, Mr. Phil Matthews. Phil, if you would please come forward and make some remarks from the Board of Commissioners. Mr. Phil Matthews.
Thank you very much. And to look back here, we do have a sand pit back here. He said we'd have it. It's great. But thank you, Dr. Scott, and thank you for everyone being out here today. It's beautiful weather. Hey, we woke up this morning, so I'm just glad about that. So we'll take it. But it is on behalf of my fellow county commissioners to represent them here today on this great occasion and to celebrate the expansion of this campus. Growing up in a little town of Angier, North Carolina, I'm going to date myself, but I remember when a building opened up on 401 South. It's called W.W. Holding Tech School, and everybody was going to it. Little did I know, then what brought this to my memory was we were talking about taking down the old holding building, gutting it out because we're going to expand back out again. It's just interesting. That's one of the projects, since it was the original building. We're not tearing it down, but it's going to redo the inside of it. So it'll remain part of the legacy of Wake Tech. But growing up back in those days before World War I remember that quite well. But since it opened 5 years ago, this campus right here has been a big part of this county up here, and it's great that the schools are so strategically located throughout our county to take advantage. We're taking education to those that need it, where they don't all have to come to one location. That is very, very creative. But it helps us gain skills, and most important, provide jobs for Wake County, and that's why our county is so successful as it has been. Wake Tech has been very instrumental in preparing our community for jobs, and it's helped bring a number of international companies to the area, and we're very much appreciative of that. Today we're celebrating the groundbreaking of the first 3 projects from our $200 million bond that was passed in 2012, and by an overwhelming majority. Mr. Bryan, I wish we could get some things approved on such majorities like that. That would be great. Make our job a lot easier. But by 73%, that is outstanding. And that means voters in our county have confidence in what Wake Tech is doing, and that is extremely important. As Wake County's population grows, the demand for education and training Wake Tech provides has become even greater. We're on the threshold of 1 million people in population. We're probably going to see that in about a year. And that, which means the demand for Wake Tech world-class education and training is already very high, and being North Carolina's largest community college. That's quite an event. Wake Tech serves nearly 70,000 students a year, and as mentioned earlier, about 1 in 8 Wake County adults is affected by Wake Tech. Total Wake Tech enrollment for 2012-13 for degree and for credit, 27,819. Continuing education, 41,100 people. Projected growth in 2018, 91,167. That's about a 50% growth. In 2012-13, 1,019 GED graduates, people that realize they need to come back and get that GED. And of course, with great growth comes great responsibility. And it's important we continue to support this college, which I know we will, and meet the higher education training needs for our community. We're proud to have Wake Tech in Wake County. We're not going to let you move anywhere else, Doctor. Serves as a model for education and institution in other counties across our nation. And Wake Tech does contribute $2.68 billion to the Wake County economy in 2013. So we got a great partnership between Wake Tech, the county commissioners, our community. We've got just a wonderful opportunity here just to move on way past WW Holding, and who knows where the future is going to wind up going. I just want to be around a long time to see this thing grow, and as I told Dr. Scott, at the rate of growth we're going, Joe, there's not going to be a whole lot of room left to live in Wake County. It's going to be taken up by Wake Tech, so, and I'm fine with that. So thank you very much on behalf of the county commissioners and our team and our new county manager. We're looking forward to moving forward. We're looking forward to out in Morrisville for the next big groundbreaking out there. So it's going to be exciting times. Y'all have a great week and a happy future. And please drive careful leaving here today. We want everybody to get back where they're at so we can go out and build more universities. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Since this college is in Commissioner Bryan's district, we would like to ask, and we asked him some time ago, if he would come and make a few comments also. Joe, would you please come up? Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Dr. Scott. Thank you, Chairman Matthews. And it is an honor to be here to bring some comments again on behalf of the board. This year, we made one of our board goals to support an educated and skilled community through responsible funding for Wake County Public School System, as well as for Wake Technical Community College. Having the bond that Chairman Matthews mentioned approved was certainly a big step towards obtaining the funds necessary to expand the college like we're seeing today. Today, with this groundbreaking, we're taking a monumental step towards achieving our goal. I must admit, this is one of the most unique groundbreakings that I've been involved in my 27 years of public service. I've not been in a groundbreaking quite like this. Looking forward to that. And we mentioned about the success and how much the community values Wake Tech, and we used to have a former county commissioner that said if he got over 70% of the vote, he'd run for king. So clearly, again, as mentioned many times, is that people recognize the value of Wake Tech for our community. With a growing college and a growing student body, Wake Tech will have the ability to continue providing skilled professionals that businesses want to hire, help our economy to grow and prosper. It improves the quality of life and helps to accomplish more of the goals of the board. I can remember at the 50-year anniversary when Governor McCoy made, and it certainly has made it a hallmark of his term as governor, when he's talking about people relate to and connect with that comment that the community colleges connect education to commerce. I mean, it was such a powerful statement when I heard him make it, that because oftentimes we are trying to show how are we relevant, and there's not anything more relevant than connecting education and commerce together to give the young people and some of us that are more mature the opportunity to understand the value of, again, what is being offered here at the college. This partnership with Wake Tech is a very important one that we greatly value. As mentioned, it's a great admiration between the groups that are involved. As Chairman Matthews told us, we are fortunate here in Wake County to have you and hope to continue having many more years of working together. It used to be that Wake Tech was our secret weapon in terms of economic development, whether we were what I call winning the World Series of economic development from Novartis to Cisco to MetLife to Fidelity, all these places, the very first place they went to was the training that they could get locally at our community college to make sure they had the skilled workforce that they needed. And Wake Tech is that forefront. So I don't think it's much of a secret anymore in terms of, again, the advantage for economic development that having a strong community college has for us, along with other great institutions like a strong K through 12 education, as well as our great universities, particularly North Carolina State. Now, when you came in here today, and we heard these really encouraging words and like affirmations that make you feel real good, almost like you're in church. If I could speak like Mr. Perry, I'd feel like I was in church. I mean, but if you know, this connection of everything is going to be along, what's the name of the road, Dr. Scott? Success Way. I mean, you drive on the campus. Again, what is that expectation? Remember these young people that spoke, you know, sang to us earlier, the power of one, Success Way. I mean, again, it just was within the fabric of this organization to be successful, to help us be successful in life. So when we talk about this construction, Building F, it's right on the land that we're going to be seeing clear somewhere behind us along Success Way. It will be dedicated to student success. It will include a library, an individual learning center for tutoring, disability support services ready to open by the fall of 2015. The other projects include an 800-space parking deck, a regional energy plant, and walkways. So I mentioned Building F will be dedicated to student success. That's exactly what Wake Tech is all about, whether it's an associate's degree to transfer to a university or a certificate to go to work immediately. Wake Tech prepared students for today's jobs. And as Mr. Perry and I were chatting over there, it's a poor rooster that doesn't crow? What was it?
Sad rooster.
Huh? It's a sad rooster that doesn't crow. Well, I think Wake Tech's got a lot to crow about. I mean, Dr. Scott told us today that the graduates here from Wake Tech, in fact, have higher academics on their transfer than the students that are in college today. So they're scoring at a 3.0, I think you said, Dr. Scott. So again, another acknowledgement of the great success that Wake Tech has. Over the next 4 years, 3 more buildings and another parking deck will be added. And as mentioned, Wake Tech continues to evolve. I mean, recognizing whether it's STEM, which is certainly, you know, what we're looking at in today's market, is very important, but they continue to make sure they're evolving with our economy. Northern Wake is the first college campus in the nation with LEED certification, saving energy and water. I like that, Dr. Scott, when you say you want to save money. That's what we like to hear, saving money, as well as providing the good environment for your employees. It's great to have a green campus that keeps our environment healthy. We support the vital role that Wake Tech plays in our community, and we're excited to watch it grow and to see these new buildings when they are finished. Now, I fully expected Mr. Perry to go a little bit further with his comment. Went online, and again, back from the 50th anniversary, and I know that Lori has worked real hard on making sure that we keep Wake Tech branded. And let's see if I can start this. The future is in your hands. It is a choice to follow or lead. Those who attend Wake Tech are aware of the possibilities and know that Wake Tech can be the start of a life-changing journey. Now, I hope we got a few Wake Tech students out here to help me with this, but are you awake? Let's all try that now. Are you awake? One more time. I didn't hear any people say, get your hands up. What, are you awake? There you go. There you go. And you're going to lead the way. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joe. We try that in all of our classes also. If the students are nodding off, we say, right over left, are you awake? Little a, capital W, though, however. Okay, we're going to do a groundbreaking. You see the mud behind us there. I told someone earlier this is a poor man's Photoshop version here of doing it. So, gentlemen and lady, if you will stand up, we've got some folks to come in and move these items.